Congratulations to the new, undisputed junior welterweight champion of the world, Terrance Bud Crawford. This man, Terrance Bud Crawford, put out an excellent exhibition of skills against this man, Julius Indongo. You know what I mean? The timing was on point. The man, Terrance Crawford, started off this fighting in the southpaw stance, just like Julius Indongo, and he matched him for every punch. And he hit the man, Julius Indongo, with numerous punches in the body, threw them right hands over the top, and Julius Indongo was wide open, especially when he threw them wide punches. This man, Julius Indongo, wasn't ready tonight, you know what I mean? I think the moment was too big for him. Terrance Crawford was more poised. He came through with the excellent body punches, and that opened up, you know what I mean? The man felt that this guy could get the open body punches, especially fighting the taller fighter, you know what I'm saying, in Julius Indongo. Terrance Crawford dropped the man, Julius Indongo, in the second round with a left hand over the top, cut the man on the top of his head, knocked the man off balance, knocked his equilibrium off his feet, and the man Julius Indongo, man, was hurt. His legs were wobbly, especially from the first round when he got caught with a nice kind of left hook in the middle of an exchange. Julius Indongo, man, this guy was trying to throw the jab, but it wasn't with conviction, nor was it with accuracy. Julius Indongo, man, this guy the moment was too big for him, you know what I mean? But not only the moment, he fought an excellent fighter, you know what I mean? He fought the best fighter on his resume and probably the best fighter he'll face in his career, you know what I mean? Julius Indongo, man, he just wasn't ready tonight, you know what I mean? And that give credit to the man, Bud Crawford. In the third round, Terrance Crawford caught the man, Julius Indongo, with a vicious body shot that rocked the man, Julius Indongo, back. He was trying to go on his bicycle, but he got caught with the next left hook to the body, right by the solar plexus. Boom! Right there by the liver. And that just crippled the man, Julius Indongo, and folded him up like a suitcase, you know what I mean? Congratulations to Julius Indongo for making it this far, for an African fighter to make it this far to fight in an undisputed fight. But unfortunately for him, the best man won tonight, and that's the man, Terrance Crawford, who put on an excellent exhibition of great boxing. And this is a real champion boxing right here. This is the real American champ, in my opinion, and the world champ at that, you know what I mean? Undisputed. You see all them straps he has on him right there. Terrance Crawford is doing what all boxers and fighters right now should be aiming to do. Try to become unified or undisputed. This man, Julius Indongo, man, he just wasn't ready tonight. And the man, Terrance Crawford, saw an opportunity to feast. And he did, man. The body shots, man, that was what opened it up. And the right hooks and the left hand right over the top. Julius Indongo ain't have no legs under him. And the man, Terrance Crawford, just was too much, you know what I mean? It's just too much, man. There's levels to this, you know what I mean? I actually predicted that this fight would go 12, and I predicted the man, Terrance Crawford, to win, but I thought it'd be a closer fight than this, you know what I mean? This fight only went 3 rounds, you know what I mean? Last time I seen a fight that I was really anticipating really go very few rounds was probably Peter Quillin versus Danny Jacobs, you know what I mean? That fight only went probably like 50 seconds, you know what I'm saying? And Terrance Crawford did his in 3 rounds, but he's an undisputed champion at 140. Last man to be one undisputed champ was the man, who was it? I think it was the man, who was it? If it's not Jermaine Taylor, it was the man O'Neal Bell, you know what I'm saying? The man at the cruiserweight title, you know what I'm saying? But this man, Terrance Crawford, man, he made history tonight, man, and he made me very proud to be a fan of this man, Terrance Crawford, you know what I mean? And tonight I anoint this man on my pound-for-pound list. I don't know about yours, because we already know pound-for-pound list is subjective. On my pound-for-pound list, I got Terrance Crawford as number 1. Look at all them straps he has. He has too many. He has too many to even hold, you know what I mean? Last man who had all 4 straps like this was the man Jermaine Taylor, you know what I'm saying? After he beat B-Hop. Who will this man, Terrance Crawford, face next? I don't think there's anything left to do at 140, man. There ain't no money fights. The money fights now at 147. The best fighters at 147 fight on the Showtime PBC side, and that might cause obstacles. We'll see if the man Terrance Crawford will get the best of the best from Al Heyman's stable. and vice versa. We'll see if the man Al Heyman will throw the best of his best versus Terrance Crawford, you know what I mean? Who, like I said, in my opinion, right now is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. And some will say, oh, you just because he beat Indongo, he's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. No. I mean, the man has paid his dues. He's a lineal champion in 2 different divisions. The man got all these straps. The man's fighting the best of the best. And he's making fighters look ordinary, you know what I mean? Not losing no rounds. And those are my criteria for, for things that could, that could put you on the pound-for-pound list, you know what I mean? The man ain't losing no rounds, you know what I'm saying? And Terrance Crawford right now, to me, is the #1 pound-for-pound, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very proud of this young man, you know what I mean? And I wish him all the best. And at 147, I got him, in my opinion, I got him beating fellas like Keith Thurman. A fight between him and Errol Spence, that right there, I'm not too sure. And I have that right there, I'm not too sure who's going to win that fight, you know what I mean? That right there, to me, whoever wins that fight, man, those are the type of legacy fights I'd love to see, you know what I mean? So big ups to Terrance Crawford. The man is a champion at a 140. Last man to be champion at 140, undisputed, was Kostya Tszyu when he made that man Zab Judah do the stanky leg, you know what I mean? And now we got a new champion at undisputed. And now we seen Andre Ward was commentating tonight on this fight, you know what I mean? And after the fight, he said, man, see what this man Terrance Crawford did. He said something to the effect like, makes me want to go out there and get all the belts myself, you know what I mean? That to me is an indication he wants this fight with, what's his name? With Adonis Stevenson, you know what I mean? And I'd love to see that, man. I'd love to see Adonis Stevenson versus Andre Ward before this year ends. Make that a Christmas holiday treat in December. Because in my opinion, the best fights to be made in boxing right now, Andre Ward versus Stevenson and Anthony Joshua versus Wilder, you know what I mean? But Terrance Crawford, this is your night, baby boy. Nebraska, you guys should be proud of your champion. This guy's putting it on for your city, for Omaha, for Lincoln, all them cities out there in Nebraska, you know what I mean? And it's great to have a fighter from the great Midwest representing for boxing and having a good fan base. You seen that Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska stadium, that link, wherever they was fighting at tonight? Man, they was already in their seats from when Shakur Stevenson was fighting. These fellas, these people out there in Nebraska, man, big ups to y'all, man. You guys were ready and your champion is here. For all the peoples out in Namibia, don't be mad. Be proud of your champion, Julius Indongo, man. Julius Indongo was out to make history tonight, and only one man could win, and Julius Indongo carried the torch tonight. But Terrance Crawford, but Julius Indongo, you're a real champion, you know what I'm saying? You're a real champion to me, and I'm proud of how far you reached in boxing as far as being an obscure opponent, a guy who was not known and coming out of nowhere and holding it down and winning 2 championships, 2 world titles on the road, and trying to go for your third, 3 times the charm, hopefully for you. But it ain't happened, but you went for it out here in Nebraska, you know what I mean? But the best man won tonight. But Julius Indongo, I think you still have fights for you left at 140 if you stay at that division. If you want to move up, 147 is the money division. But at 140, you can still grab them belts, you know what I mean? Because all them straps, if this man Bud moves up, he'll probably leave them vacant. And, the man Bud Crawford, Julius Indongo could still win world titles, you know what I mean? I'd love to see him fight fellas like Victor Postal or Broner, you know what I mean? I'd like to see them fight, you know what I mean? B-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Congratulations to Terrance Bud Crawford. I'm out. Peace.